feel like QuickBooks is not the right software when it comes to your hosting and co hosting business? Are you often wondering if there's a better option out there, maybe one that's a little bit cheaper? Well, today I'm going to be talking all about QuickBooks and how it actually can be useful for your hosting and co hosting business. Well, if you're new here, my name is Rosalind. I'm with Reagan's Bookkeeping Solutions, and we help short term rental hosts and co hosts increase their cash flow without learning QuickBooks Online using our Profit Clarity system. So, like I said, I'm going to be talking all about QuickBooks and how we can actually make it work for your short term rental hosting and co hosting business. So, first, I want to talk about three misconceptions when it comes to QuickBooks. This is often what I hear in Facebook groups. Number one is QuickBooks is not geared for real estate or short term rental businesses. While QuickBooks is not the all in one for real estate businesses, and that's because QuickBooks is used by various industries. You can actually tailor your chart of accounts and really tailor your setup to where it actually works for your benefit. So, one of the biggest things that we do is we will categor or we would customize your chart of accounts, so that way it can really optimize your income statement, your reporting, just so you can help really understand what's going on with your business to better understand, where the money is coming in from, where the money is going, and really kind of drill in to figure out exactly where you're profitable. And areas in your business. So, when you think about QuickBooks as a whole, it's just an accounting software. It's all about how you can actually make it functional for your business. Number two, QuickBooks is too complicated for investors to use. Now, this kind of goes without saying, if you're not using QuickBooks every day, if it's not something that you are 100% confident in, if it's not something that, you can do in your sleep, then of course it's going to be complicated. That's just like anything else. Just because it is a software that is user friendly. It may not be user friendly for every investor. I kind of think about this whenever I am, looking at purchasing anything as far as like for one of my properties. If I'm trying to figure out if I want to have a specific unit, HVAC unit, I'm not going to just go to a catalog and pick something out. I'm going to go to an expert, i.e., my dad would be an expert that I would consider in the HVAC industry. But if I'm just really just trying to figure out which unit to actually get for one of my properties, I'm going to get his advice or someone else that is a licensed contractor in the HVAC industry, just so I can make sure that I'm getting the right unit for my property. That way, I don't have to worry about trying to like do all the research and all that kind of stuff. I'm going to a professional, and that's how it comes down to QuickBooks. You want to make sure that you have somebody who is experienced in QuickBooks, especially in the short term rental space, especially in the real estate space, really to help you make sure that you're actually optimizing your QuickBooks for, your specific business because everybody business is actually different. Not one of my clients has the same makeup as far as how their books work, how their books look, how their reporting even looks. Everything is tailored specifically per client. So that's something to definitely kind of keep in mind when you're trying to figure out which software to use and just kind of like, oh, it's just too complicated. It may just not be that it's complicated. It just may not be where you're actually strong at. So, the third misconception is QuickBooks is expensive. Well, yes, any investment upfront is going to be expensive. And I say that with air quotes around that. Expensive is relative. You have to make sure that you're making the investment into your business. So if, $30, $100 a month for a software is too expensive, I would also question how much are you paying for owner is? How much are you paying for dynamic pricing or price labs or anything like that? That's going to be an investment that you're going to be paying for because you know that it's going to provide you with the expertise, the experience, and the potential growth for your business. So, as far as QuickBooks being expensive, I would basically just combat that with, okay, what other softwares are you purchasing? What other things are you spending that is related to your business? That's an investment. So when you look at it that way, it's really not that expensive because it's giving you the reports that you need in order to better understand what your business is doing and how to actually be more profitable. So, like I said, we kind of talked about the three misconceptions when it comes to QuickBooks. So, one, it's not for real estate businesses. Number two, it's too complicated, it's not user friendly. Number three, it's too expensive. And so, like I said, all of these things can be just relative to the individual that's looking at QuickBooks. But this is where I would actually caution you to not try to do this alone. You're already doing million different things for your short-term rental business. Why would you want to put, trying to learn an accounting software like QuickBooks or any accounting software for that matter, on your plate when it's not something that one, you find enjoyable, two, is something you want to do every single day, or three, you have the time to do. So that's where you want to try to outsource it to a bookkeeping professional, or you can outsource it to just anyone who has an accounting background. I will kind of just leave it there. I definitely recommend trying to partner with a bookkeeping professional like us. We actually work with short term rental investors. Specifically, exclusively, mainly because we saw that there was a need for more bookkeepers that were specific to the short term rental industry. And that was just something that we really wanted to make sure that we were able to provide that service for short-term rental hosts and co-hosts. So um, that's all that I have for you today. If you like any of this information, or if you would like more information about us, other offers that we have, any other topics that you want to learn about, definitely comment QuickBooks below, and I'll reach out to you and try to see exactly what you need assistance with, as well as if there's any additional topics you would like. Just put that in the comments. If you want to learn more about us, you can go over to at Riggins Bookkeeping. You can follow our Facebook page there, as well as Instagram, and we're also on YouTube as well. So you can catch any of these videos or additional content that we have out. Those would be the best places to find them. If you want to join our Facebook community, you can join it at Cash Flow Strategies for short term rental, or STR host and co host. That's where we reveal more information about specific accounting topics and tips for specifically for short term rental hosts and co hosts, because that is something that is lacking in the industry. So we wanted to make sure that we provide, free resources for the host and co-hosts so they can make better decisions when it comes to the accounting professional that they have on their team to make sure that they are getting the results that they're looking for. So that is all that I have for you today. If you have any questions, feel free to send me a private message or comment QuickBooks below, and I'll reach out to you, get you on my calendar, see how we can best help you grow your business and get you to the next level. All right, you all take care, and I will talk soon. Bye.